Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back. If you're returning, look what I got today. Maniology, yay! So they reached out to me, I think March or May of this year, and I just didn't know when I was going to have time. They gave me a code. It's by Gen 10. I will pop it up on the screen again, and it will be in the description box. And here is all the things they sent me. They reached out to me earlier this year, and like I said, I just wasn't sure how things were going to be going with me. But since it was coming close to the holidays, I decided to go ahead and grab this because when I get where I'm going to be doing gels and other things. So I wanted to get into stamping. So they let me choose these two plates, and I chose Christmas because of the end of the year. And so I'm just showing you these here. They also let me choose a whole starter kit, a whole set of gels, or they're not gels, I'm sorry, lacquers, stamping lacquers. This is all the stuff they let me pick, you guys. So I got the starter kit in Busy Bees, so I can do those later on in the year. The Christmas plates, the cotton picker, the sticky base coat, the cleanup brush. Maniology is 5 free. It has none of these nasty things in it. And it was interesting because when I opened it, it smelled like nail polish, and I haven't smelled nail polish in a long time. This cotton grabber really helps you get your plates cleaned up, and I will be explaining like how to do this and everything. Guys, I tried stamping a couple years ago, and it was so messy. It was awful. I made a mess of it. I just ended up learning that the plates I had weren't good. So I'm going to show you these plates up real close so you guys can get an idea of how the etching should just look really sharp the way these do. Look at this thing. This cotton is not going to fall off. This will make your cleanup easy. And this will also make your cleanup easy. I was just so impressed with all of this stuff. It was not messy. My stamps came out crystal clear. And on the first time, when I'm telling you, the first time I tried stamping, it was with black gel polish because I didn't know any better. And I had plates that just weren't good. So they just didn't come out crisp. The outside lines were blurred. The gel was a mess all over the place. I immediately cleaned my stamper, my little rubber stamper guy, with either alcohol or acetone, whatever I was cleaning my plate with, which will cloud it up and ruin it, essentially. So this here tells you, all of their kits and plates and everything, gives you very detailed instructions on how to use these. And look at this. Look how cute. All these little Christmas lights and decorations I've been wanting to use. Like I see Chow and other people doing. I'm showing you the names of the plates I chose in case you wanted to get these. But look how crisp these are cut. These are really good. Anyway, what I basically ended up learning after research, asking around, is just get Maniology. If you want to get into stamping, if you can't do nail art like me and you just can't draw, and maybe stickers. A lot of times I get stickers and I get them home and they don't stick to the nail, or they're too bulky, or then you have to encapsulate them and woo. It's just easier to stamp, but I never thought it was because of how messy my experience with stamping was. Well, I'm telling you, this was not that. This was just amazing. So just save yourself some time if you want. And they have so many to choose from. They were asking me, did you choose your plates yet? I'm like, no, I'm like lost in a rabbit hole. It took me days to choose my plates. So let me choose a starter kit that came with a plate and then 2 more plates. So I had to select 3, Then I had to select the gel, or not, I keep saying gel, the polish colors. This little pamphlet tells you everything you need to know about your kit. But you guys, I'm going to show you, and I'm also going to link a video that I ended up watching because Maniology has a YouTube channel. They do lives, they do demonstrations, and I found one that really helped me just with everything I needed to know. So I'm going to link it in the description box for you guys. So if you want to pick any of these up, it'll just make your life easy. So this little stamper here, only wash it with warm. Okay, let me back up. This dual polish here, one is a black stamping polish and the other one is a smudge-free top coat. because while these dry fast, if you just don't, if it's just not dry yet and you go into your next step like top coating with a regular top coat, you might smear the design you just did. So they do provide or have available a smudge-free top coat, which instantly dries instantly, and then your design is protected, which I loved that. The sticky base coat is just that, a sticky base coat for your design. These are the colors I chose. Smash. Why I chose bright colors is because I can use these all year round, summer, spring, and I figured if I needed to do, like if I was going to do a Christmas design, which was the design I planned on doing for these, I could use the green, and I knew a black was coming with my kit. So if all else failed, I could do like Christmas colored nails with a black stamper, and then I could get use out of these brighter colors the rest of the year. So I do swatch these. On the lid, you might be noticing or see, and I'll show you here in a second, there's a little area on the top that's black and white so that you can see what color the lacquer looks on black or white. So you can swatch it on the lid. Well, I swatched it with the brush, not realizing that you swatch it with a stamp. I wanted to show you that those oranges were very different. This violet was just, oh my gosh. So yeah, I will show you what these colors look like dry on the lids here, but you're supposed to just get a stamp and stamp it so that it lands on either side of those black and white, so you can see what it looks like. But I didn't know that until I watched her video. The one I'm going to link, I'm telling you, tells you everything you need to know. And the things that you need to have available for you when you are stamping are some Scotch tape, some acetone, pure acetone, and all the little things that come in your kit. So your stamper, again, the only thing you're ever going to do with this is wash it in warm soapy water, just if you need to. If you don't need to, you're just going to use tape, and I did go wash it in warm soapy water, which is why I had to kind of put it back together here. But you can use any kind of tape, Scotch tape or one of those lint rollers, but that's how you clean it. If you put acetone or alcohol on this, like I mentioned, it will fog up. It will like take some of the surface off, and then you won't be able to see through it as clearly. So I went right into stamping. I'm like, okay, let's try this. I put down a color. I got a swatch stick. And because I'm packing my nail room, you guys, I only had one swatch stick. So that's the only random loose one I could find anywhere. But look, this is the first time I've ever stamped. And boom. That's how easy it was. No mess at all. And the design came through crystal clear. And you dip your little cotton in acetone to clean your plate. So that is what you're going to use on your plate to clean it, is acetone. And as you can see, there's nothing on my hands, my desk. I mean, it was just painless. It was so nice. And so I tried to do another design because I've been obsessed with these little this little Christmas light design since Tao did them. She hand draws them. Of course, I can't do that. That was already dry. So I just thought, oh, let me put it over and see what, and there was still more on there. Listen, this was so easy. And just, I don't know, I'm just a little bit obsessed now because of the way I can't draw. I hope this is just really going to help me. Now, I do really long nails, and these stamps, I think, are more for like manicures, for like natural length nails. So you guys know that's what I do on my own nails. I just keep, look at these colors. I just keep my nails short with a natural look. So these are going to be good for my nails, for content. And I was able to get some cute designs on some long nails with these. So, you know, more is better if you're doing long nails. So here are some of the other things that I grabbed to do a nail set for you guys. Some of them didn't end up working out. My code with Notpolish is Jen, as you guys know. But I did put that up for anyone new. If you guys want any Notpolish stuff, go grab it. Use my code Jen. It is the holidays. Treat yourself. I'm going to be using Acrylicures Clear. I'm going to be using Craftsxnine tips. Love these tips. I love all of her tips. My code with her is Jen as well. I got these Christmas foils at the nail supply store years ago. They've been sitting. I didn't get to do Christmas nails last year. This Profiles Backstage brush and Glam and Glits monomer. That's also been sitting in my cupboard for years, the last bit of it. So I wanted to kill it so I don't have to take it with me. This monomer is excellent. It's just like Kiara Sky. I put the link in my description box. You can get it right on Amazon. Excellent monomer, you guys. So I'm going to go in with application. I have this application in 1.5 times so that it doesn't take forever. I'm going to do this gorgeous red color. This is straight up a Christmas color. And again, you guys, I'm not going to be having a channel where I can use acrylic during Christmas. So that's why I'm so early with this Christmas set. I'm sorry if it's just too early for everybody, but I am going to schedule it a little bit later, like maybe closer to Thanksgiving. I have gotten an Halloween set and 2 fall sets, so I feel like Christmas is next, like for my channel, you know. But I will not be able to be using any acrylics during the holiday season. So I keep saying Christmas, I should say holiday, but whatever you celebrate, I was doing holiday nails here. Just red and, you know, the Santa colors and all of that. But so you guys know what I was thinking. Okay, so I also wanted to use that color, Creamy Sugar, that I keep trying to use in every video. It's that new white glitter glow-in-the-dark acrylic that I got. And my idea was, what if I could ombre that over the red? And I'm like, probably not, because this is extremely pigmented, bold red, and I won't be able to ombre white over it. So I did a little swatch and tried it, and it worked. So it kind of looked like a glittery, not necessarily snow, but like icy look. I don't know. You guys, when you are designing nails, do you just think I'm going to do red and white, or do you think, oh, this looks like icicles in Christmas? That's what I think in my head. Like, okay, if I use this glitter versus this plain color, then it will look like it's snowing, is basically what I was trying for. So, and I also did use solid white on the middle finger that I wanted to like fade into clear, like an icy day, you know, like an icy sky where the sky just looks all cloudy and icy. And I don't know. I'm weird. But that was my idea here. And I was just going to do red and white. And I was talking to Candy about this. It's hard. She did some red Christmas nails or holiday nails also. And they looked great. And I told her as soon as I saw them, you did an amazing job, because it's hard to do really bright, vivid colors for Christmas. Why do I keep saying Christmas? Holiday, the Christmas season. Because it's just it's a bold color, and then you start adding Santas and elves, and there's one, I feel like, a fine line between making holiday nails gaudy or kitschy and them looking good. So for this set, I was going for something just a little playful, bright colors, playful stickers, and just getting myself in the mood for this holiday. And her set was gorgeous. I just told her she did a good job, because there are times when you think, did I make these gaudy? Anyway, so I hope I didn't do that. I hope I got the look I was going for, which was just cute, whimsical, happy holiday look. And let's see what else, you guys. Yeah, I was struggling getting this under control because the nail kept coming out. Okay, yeah, up next is... Okay, you guys, my nail room is packed. Everything is packed except the exact items I need to do one more set. I have some purples out because I've been needing to do a purple set. I'm going to do a pop-off on myself with some square nails. And I just want you guys to know in advance, I have very limited supplies at hand. Like, I just packed everything I could except for what I needed for a set. So I don't have any, like, gel liners or just anything else out but the acrylics, the monomer, the brushes, and some glitters and flowers that I chose. And after I did that, I'm like, come on, Jen, the past 10 sets you've done is glitter and flowers. But you guys bear with me. I'll be able to, the next time when I get settled and I start doing like some gel nails, some press-it nails, some designs with the stamps, some, you know, there'll be different things coming on my channel until we buy a home and I have a place to use monomer and acrylics again. And by then, I'll have all my stuff out. So I'm going to try my hardest not to make the purple set look too much similar to other things I've been doing. But again, I only grabbed so many things that I kept out. And I'm going to do my best when I'm doing that set. I should be doing it today, or at least starting it today, to not backtrack and go digging through my boxes for that one gel liner that I need, etc. I think I'm going to do a sweater nail, and maybe, like, I wanted to do a Frenchie, but I can't even do that because I don't have any of my gels out, not even a black or a white or anything. But I'll make do. But the last set that I gave you guys before I have to stop doing acrylics, there'll be one more video, and I'm staggering these out like I asked you guys if you wanted me to do. And there's that brown fall set should be posting, I think, Monday. This one I'm going to push out like a couple of weeks, so this will be closer to Thanksgiving that this one posts. And then the purple set will be a couple weeks after that, closer to Christmas. And the reason I didn't do that reverse, like these closer to Christmas and the purple like closer to Thanksgiving, as in like a fall sweatery type nail, A, the weather will still be the same by then, and B, I wanted to get this set out and use the Maniology products before I moved because I didn't want to put them off. They were so kind and told me that I could wait till I moved and got settled. But, you know, when someone is kind enough to send you a bunch of products and want you to work with them, and just, I mean, they waited for me since like May or March. So nice. I didn't want to make them wait anymore now that I had this stuff here, and I still had my nail room not all packed up when I got the supplies. So I said, let me whip out a set for them. And I didn't choose the bee set because the idea I have in mind for that set is really, V did a set on her channel with bees and honeycomb and like honey dripping down the nails years ago, and I have wanted to do a bee set since then, but I can't draw, I can't do honeycomb, I can do drips, but I am literally going to go to her channel and look at that set and do my best to recreate it. That's my plan with those stamps. So a bright yellow set and everything that's more just springtime, you know? So that was the reasoning behind all of that. Not that you guys even mind, I'm sure, but I thought I'd spell it out. All right, so now I'm coming in with that creamy sugar to ombre over the red. And again, I wasn't sure if this was going to work. I was once I did the nail, but when I tried it at first, I was surprised by it. But this one thing I love about these acrylics is their pigmentation and the way they still stay creamy and not chalky. I love it. So I didn't want to do icicles or like, okay, I've done, not last year, but the year before I did, of course, and on some clients, of course, icicles and like topical nail art where you get all fancy with the designs. I didn't want to do that because I already knew that the stamp, that the Christmas trees that I was going to stamp on the free edge of the nail were going to be kind of small. I didn't want to detract away from that because I wanted this video to be using Maniology's stamps, you know? So I figured icicles and more topical nail art would take away from that. So again, I wanted to do just like smaller whimsical stickers and stamping. And I also wanted to help any of you other girls that can't draw like me see that you can get a set done without having to draw. You can definitely do Christmas nails without having to be able to draw. This is clear, by the way, so this, I cannot describe what I was trying to go for with this nail, but maybe you'll see when I ombre the white over this what I mean by that, like a frosty window kind of. I'm so silly, I don't know. But yeah, I did also, I'm going to be, remember last year I told you guys I was going to be getting more into doing Frenchies, getting out my line art, and I did kind of conquer that, and I'm okay with it now. I will never be okay with actually drawing with a brush. That's just never going to happen. So I'm glad I have stamping now and stickers and everything. But one thing I can do, and a couple of years ago for Christmas, I did, if you guys look way back on my TikTok or Instagram, just on my shorts, because I wasn't doing YouTube tutorials at that time, I have a whole set of Christmas nails where I did a 3D snowman, 3D reindeer, and you know, I used to do 3D flowers all the time. I'm going to get back into doing 3D art with acrylics and maybe help you guys, anyone else that can't draw too, do topical nail art with 3D. But I have to get back into it myself and teach myself how to do it again because it's been over a year. What happened with that was when I started taking clients, I was like, okay, I'm not going to agree to do any line work, even Frenchies, and I'm not going to agree to do any 3D art because it's just too much. It just takes too much time for me with a client. It would make it not cost effective for me. So that in turn led me, got me out of practice because I was working full-time, a full-time job. So whenever I had time to do nails, I was doing what a client wanted instead of anything creative that I wanted to do. Well, that's over. So I'm going to be able to just be creative and do whatever kind of nails I want to do. Once I get settled and moved, I should be able to post like twice a week. I'm going to be doing content creation full-time, and I can't wait. Of course, again, my full-time job when we first get there is to find us a house. So I'll have to do that first. So tell me if you get like, pardon me, frosty window out of this nail here. So you guys, I mentioned already that I'm going to link a Maniology tutorial in the description box. And I'm going to actually put two. One was a live they did where they answer questions, like troubleshooting questions that people who stamp had asked. And that really answered a lot of my questions just watching that video. And there's another one where she's showing how to do, I think she might have called it reverse stamping. I'm not sure. But when you get your stamp, your initial stamp onto the little rubber stamper, you can take other colors and a liner brush and fill in, basically color in the designs. So like you can use black, for example, to pick up a stamp of a bee, so to speak, and stamp the bee black on your little stamper. But before you put it on the nail, you can grab some yellow. You can grab some yellow and fill in the bee. So you have multicolors, several colors on the stamp. And some of these stamps are really like larger. So if you did them lengthwise, you could do quite a design on the nail. So I'm just really going to try to get into that. And I'm excited about that. Even if I end up doing, so I was talking to Tao and letting her know that I was going to be getting more into Thicky Gel, their Thicky Gel that they've come out with, as well as their press it kits, so that I have content to give you guys. So I will just be combining all of that stuff to try to get creative and to get different stuff out to you. So do you guys see what I mean by like a frosty window? Like if you're looking out your window and it's winter and the top is like, has snow. I don't know, that was my idea. But for this set, I just used the little Christmas trees because I didn't want to get too emboldened or into any of the designs that she showed, just because I'm not experienced yet. So I will be doing that more with Maniology's supplies and more with the kits that they gave me and some other videos coming down the road. But I do want to thank Maniology again for working with me, for thinking of me and reaching out to me. That was so awesome. And for waiting all this time to let me work with you guys. And just when I reached out and said, hey, I'm interested, they were just right there. And they just made it so easy. And their whole YouTube channel makes it easy. There's so many videos that just teach you things you didn't know you could do with stamping. So I'm excited. I'm really thankful about it. And I'm going to let you guys watch the rest of this application. Okay, so this middle nail, I'm going to file it a little bit before I go further because I was going to encapsulate a stamp and I didn't want to put clear down over the design. And it's just, I'm just stamping a little tree on the free edge, but I didn't want to, I've never worked with stamping before. So the idea of encapsulating it was new to me and I wasn't sure if, like how big the stamp was going to be on there, if it was going to show through encapsulation. And I just wanted this nail to be shaped right before I put a design on it and built it up more with clear. So I did go with some swipe and clean the nail off of any dust or anything. And I'm going to use this sticky gel, sticky base coat. I wasn't sure where to put it, where I was going to put my stamp, if I needed to cover the whole nail or just the area. because I didn't do too much research on this product. When I was looking at the videos on Maniology, I was primarily concentrating on just how to stamp. And then I am going to use some transfer gel and some foils on some other nails, so I was just showing you how I'm picking out my foils. One of them didn't work out good, and I think it's because, again, this is really old foil, and it was kind of just like generic stuff from the nail supply store. This one ended up working out good, but the little bow that I chose, just for whatever reason, didn't transfer. Also, putting the practice hand in the lamp, sometimes it's not at the right angle and you can't see. So I also think that maybe the transfer gel didn't cure right on that nail. So do you see how easy this is? So I picked up the Christmas tree, and to isolate it, I'm just going to touch it with this little spreader and stamp it. And that's it. It was so neat, so easy. I didn't have to hurry. It dries quick, but I didn't have to worry about hurrying. And the sticky base gel, I keep saying gel, you guys. I'll get through that part. Polish, sticky base polish. I only did that on one nail because I wasn't real sure if it was making a difference or not. So I'll have to do a little bit more research on that product itself. But I did use it, I think, on the other nails too, just to make sure I was doing the steps, quote unquote, you know. But I think you could stamp without it. Pretty sure. So these stickers right away were not sticking. They were peeling up, and I only put these here. This is that I'm applying here on top of the Christmas tree, is the smudge-free top coat, because I didn't want to continue with the design and, you know, possibly smudge it. This is one here, a black outline for these Christmas ornaments. This is one here that I would like to try. Excuse me. Filling in colors, like she shows in her video, because I would love to color those. I would love to do that stamp on a white nail and color in the bulbs of the ornaments, different colors. But just so you know, you can do that. And look how this came out. Flawless, crisp. And this is my first try, you guys. These were so easy, and I'm just excited. Like, yeah, see how you could fill this in with color? Look how cute. And they will not smudge. They will not come off. They're totally dry. Like, you're done. That was that easy. And you could think about if you wanted to use stamp all over this nail, like a whole scene with the gingerbread cottage, all the things that were on that plate. I just didn't go wild because it's just my first try, you know? But once I saw how easy this was, I'm kind of going to go wild with the stamps, you guys. So since I had the smudge-free top coat on these, and these were sealed, I went ahead in with encapsulating. Just because I wanted to finish the nail, I needed to encapsulate these nails anyway. And again, it's my first time stamping. I wasn't sure if I left these stamps on the very top of the nail like I would a sticker, just what would happen. Like if, I just didn't know. And this I didn't know either. I'm like, is this going to melt or peel or anything? When I encapsulated it, nope. It stayed right where it was. It was perfect. None of it blurred, nothing. So that smudge-free top coat is aces. It works really good. And it dries really fast too. Air dries. All of these polishes dry pretty quick. Not so fast that you need to worry that it's going to dry too fast. I mean, you can color, like I said, color them in on the stamper and still be able to stamp it. It kind of almost turns into a sticker where it's like, it like peels off. So that gives you an idea like of the texture. I'm so sorry about clearing my throat constantly, you guys. I can't believe I've gotten through a whole voiceover without my puppy barking. He has not learned to not bark at every squirrel, lizard, bird, person that walks by. Oh my gosh. I'm sure my neighbors hate me. I'll be moving though. Oh boy, I don't know what he's going to do in a hotel. So you guys, we are being put up temporarily in a hotel, but it is an extended stay, like business suite, where everyone from her company who are traveling stay. So, you know, kind of like mini apartments, I suppose. And okay, you know, whatever. It's not ideal for a puppy, but I'm outside all the time, so I'll just have him outside with me all the time. So, today is the 9th. We leave in 11 days. The realtor is coming Tuesday. Our house goes on the market Wednesday. And yeah, My house is, it's hard to be inside because there's just boxes, and I like things in their place and, you know, where they belong. And that is not what's going on inside my house right now. So, I don't know. It's all for the good. I've been seeing so many houses and finding so much property in Arkansas, you guys. Like 3 acres of meadows and forest with a house on it. I'm like, oh my, this is a dream come true. Because I live in the desert, you know. I don't, forest and like meadow. Some of the properties even have ponds on them, back up to lakes. And the prices, you guys, just get on realtor.com and check out some property in Arkansas. Your jaw will fall on the floor at the prices. So I'm extremely thankful and happy that this is where things worked out that we're going to go, because I'm just excited. I'm just really excited. So I did file the nails, and I'm going in with some transfer foil gel, deciding where I'm going to place this. I'm going to cure in the lamp for 30 seconds and then put my foils on, rub them a little bit, peel them off. And this pinky, I just think, I have to think the transfer foil didn't cure right, and it wasn't on, like in the lamp, it didn't cure all the way. Because as soon as I started trying to rub it, I could tell something different was happening. It was either the foil or it wasn't cured right. But the foil did, the same brand foil did peel off perfectly on the index. And I know Notpolish's transfer gel is just the best I've ever used. I've never had a failed transfer yet. So I kind of feel like it wasn't cured, just the angle that maybe I had this hand in the lamp. So I end up rubbing these and peeling them off. And with the index one, this one here, you'll be able to see that it, even though it's like fine white lettering, it peels off completely perfectly. And there's nothing left on the paper. It comes off perfect. As soon as I start rubbing this one, though, you can see me stop, like, what's happening? The red bow just becomes clear when that doesn't usually happen. It looked like, I was like, am I scraping this off? Like, what's happening? And as soon as I pulled it away, I'm like, uh-oh, this one's not going to work very good. If you've ever had this happen before, you know what I mean. Like, you can see that it looks like it's disappearing as I'm rubbing it, when that doesn't usually happen. So this one came off gorgeous, just perfect. And I did end up having to just remove altogether this one. It was just a fail. And the way the foil kind of stuck quite a bit to, like, it was hard to pull off, also let me think I didn't cure it long enough. So I just aborted that and went in with some Glossit. Now this Glossit is probably one of my oldest jars. I do use my older stuff on practice nails I'm going to toss. So I show you in a second. Look, this is so old and so thick. It's hilarious. So I actually threw that away. So I go in with Glossit on all the nails, and then I crisp up the edges again. And I'm going to go in with some stickers, and I will let you guys watch. So these stickers just would not stick. They weren't laying flat. I had just got these at my most recent trip to the nail supply store, and they just weren't doing it. I even tried to go in with some Young Nails glue, and I say I use the Young Nails because it dries like instantly. And I ended up gluing my thumb, my glove to the nail. Almost, thank goodness it came off. And after the failed foil, I was just like, forget it. I don't even want to use these stickers. So I ended up taking them off. And the other stickers that I got from her worked perfectly. They were just great. Just great. Just right. So I did get out my little bling kit and do a few little cuticle blings, and I was going to put on this snowflake. I'm at the end of my cluster gel, which was, I do have another one that's like half gone. So I did a little cuticle bling and just put a little couple dots of bling on the other areas. And this snowflake, I got these and I just thought they were so cute. And when I put it on, I just didn't like it. So I ended up taking it off, this one here. And I had to go over with my e-file and get all the glue off and everything and top coat it again. So you will see right here, I'm not having it. I just took it off. So I'll use those again another time on a different set, probably next year. But that's what I'm doing here, and I'll be back. All right, you guys, so this is how we're looking so far. I'm going to use this, since that gloss, it was just gone. I'm going to top coat again just to seal these stickers in. And I used Profile's Backstage Kick and Glass top coat, which is great top coat. I'm going to set up my area for pictures. And this right here, you guys, I had this out and meant to use it. I've never used it before. This is kind of like that Makartt, but I've never used it. Perfect texture. I don't know how fast it dries. But it also has this area here where you can go in with really precision. Anyway, so I'm going to use this. I do use cuticle oil on my practice hand. I know it's a little silly, but it just looks great for pictures. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to take the final shots and give you guys the final look. Again, big shout out to Maniology. Thank you so much, you guys, for sending me all those amazing products. And more to come, more stamping to come. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.